Okay, guys, some stocks from our watch list for Tuesday. Now, I'm not a big fan of moving averages being support. I like consolidation to the left on the chart much more than I like a moving average. However, I am paying more attention to moving averages lately because they do, I think it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, they do tend to act as support even sometimes if I think they shouldn't. So normally I wouldn't have a stock on watch, like Akamai here, after this little base and then one day down, pretty good volume push. But it is at the 200-day moving average, so it lands on my watches. I'll keep an eye on it. I can't say I love it, but you know what? We may get a long setup in the chat room on Tuesday. I kind of have a deal just like that with LVS, but a little bit different. Las Vegas Sands, this purple one. I have both 200 simple and the exponential. This purple one here is the simple, and LVS pretty close to that. You can see that's at about 48.55. You can also see I drew a line through some tops over the last year or so, and what used to be resistance can become support. So you have that plus the 200-day moving average. We'll be watching LVS for a possible long setup on Tuesday. MAKO does not meet my average daily volume requirements for something that I would call in our chat room for a trade. Having said that, it is interesting here. It's been cut in half over the past 5 trading sessions. It was over 40 actually, and you did have about a month worth of trading here back in February, March, around $20. So you do have somewhat of a little consolidation, might be some support, and this has fallen pretty far, pretty fast. So I drew a line there. That area 20 is a compelling area to maybe look for a long in Mako. Again, that's not really the average volume I look for, but doesn't mean you might get a narrow range for a while, maybe an hour or two on Mako on Tuesday's trading session, and then maybe a nice break out of that range to the upside, and maybe some short covering. So it doesn't cost us anything to have it on the watch list. And here's another one that it's a little bit thin for me for a trade, but this could be worth maybe nibbling on in this $40 area. It's fallen from 60 over the past few weeks. So NUS. We do have other stocks. Let me slide a chart over here, see if I can make it fit. Yeah, I think we about have it there. PCS, this was on watch last week. After this spike, it hasn't broken its early high, I don't think. This day, or this day. So, it's almost round tripped here after this spike. Still, if you get a narrow range in PCS and then a break of its early high, maybe Tuesday afternoon, you might get a nice rally out of that one. And Avon, AVP, this isn't a chart that I would look at and say, oh yeah, we've got to watch this one. It's just in a clustered mess here. But it had this crazy move here, then a retrace, then another crazy move, then 2 days down, then today a gap up almost above Friday's high. So this is one, if it can trade in a narrow range on Tuesday, then maybe break out. Could get some legs behind it. And one more, MWW, kind of the same thing. MWW, huge day on Friday, little narrow day on Monday. So that's another one that might get going. And as always, we'll build the rest of our list as we find volume, unusual volume right after the opening bell. We'll build the rest of our trading list from that. So, all right, I'm not going to babble any further. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow night.